Hello, dungeon boys and girls, the gamers, the dungeon gamers. We got the next hotfix number 77. I'm a little bit later to this one, but we're still gonna cover it because that's what we do over here on the Bard's Banter. This is number 2. As usual, I'm just gonna go over to the balance changes, right? Like the bug fixes are just bug fixes. Good stuff, just, I don't know, I'd rather cover this over here. There's good stuff in here. They're improving the game. I'm interested in all of this right here, so that's what we're gonna look at. We are starting to see Dark and Darker kind of change some of these perks around a little bit, make some good changes. This was a W patch in my opinion. We got fighter breakthrough duration increased from 10 to 12 seconds, and you get 7 additional move speed. So if you don't know what breakthrough is, if you're affected by something that slows you, you can use breakthrough and that debuff won't affect you for a good 12 seconds, which is awesome. So you got someone throwing knives or throwing axes at you, you normally get that like second slowdown. Not anymore. Wizards, Ice Spike or the slow spell, nope, breakthrough baby. As a wizard, I can eat some fighters up just using my spells, so this might change the game up. I'm curious to see how many fighters are going to start taking breakthrough. You get Adrenaline Rush, which now grants you a move speed bonus of 5%. So we got a lot of move speed additions to these fighter perks and skills, which is pretty cool. Taunt duration changed from 8 to 10 seconds. PDR MDR bonus has been increased from 10 to 12. So I've never really seen anyone use taunt, but again, the idea of like the devs changing lesser used perks to kind of like make the diversity happen. Huh? Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. Seeing that change is nice. I like the direction they're going. Shield slam damage increased by double. Or no, sorry, by 20, almost double. And the slow duration penalty applied to the target increased from 2 to 3 seconds. That might be fun to play around with, a little shield slam build, I guess. Be curious to see how that works out. And the spell reflection duration changed from 3 to 5 seconds, and you also get a 5% MDR bonus. So I'd say that's an awesome change for fighters. Like, I am not afraid as a wizard to go against a fighter at all. Like, that's an easy win for me. It kind of seems like they're making some changes to give fighters an easier time against that matchup, so that's pretty cool. Here's a big nerf that I frankly think Barbarian needed. All right, so the blood exchange now works based on damage dealt rather than maximum health. So you see Barbarians with the hatchet use blood exchange and they just chop you up and they heal for like 10 15 health. It's a little different now. They get way less from that, and that's good, because that is abysmal. I'm not a Barbarian hater. I'm just they need to be fixed. Let's be real. Rogue smoke pot count, changed from 3 to 2 and now refills when resting at a campfire, and the cow trips changed from 4 to 3 and now refill while resting at a campfire. That's a pretty interesting change. If you scroll down to here it is. Rest and campfire rest now restore a skill's cooldown by 1 to 2 seconds per tick respectively. If you have a skill that doesn't recharge automatically, like a fighter sprint for example, it just like you use it and it just slowly, restores itself. It has that cooldown. Stuff that does not have that cooldown, you can now restore by either just resting or using the campfire. So that's kind of neat. I like that change. I think that's cool. I don't play rogue too much these days, but having that utility is pretty nice. Changes the game up a little bit. I like what they're doing. These patches are nice. Cleric. The judgment casting speed was a little too much, clearly, so they dropped it down from 1 1/4 second to 1 second. That's fine, I guess. And then I guess they got rid of this one right here, so we're not gonna even look at that, but they made the judgment casting speed a little bit faster. I guess for those solo cleric dudes that just like running judgment and smite. I still don't think it's the best solo class in the world. I think it's a good backline healer for duos and trios, and that's about it. But if you're a psycho and you like doing that cleric solo stuff, go for it, man. And yeah, here just kind of adds on to that Barbarian nerf. The weapon damage for the horseman, axe, and the hatchet have been adjusted. Hopefully that means lowered. I'm almost confident that means they lowered it. They've also changed the dungeons gear score system a little bit. So no more 24 and under gear score lobbies. You are thrown into the wolves with the 124 guys, but honestly, I don't think that's the worst thing in the world. The high roller dungeons have a single gear score range of 125 and up. I don't know if they have a like hidden gear score range. Like if you're in a 125 lobby and up and high roller and you go against a guy that's got like a 400 gear score, that's kind of tough. I feel like that would be, there still needs to be that separation of like, 125 to 225 and then just 225 with like no cap on it, because this is like a gear diff game. Like at a certain point your skill only does so much, your gear is going to do a lot for you. So to go up against a guy that maybe you just got out of a normal lobby and you happen to have a little over 125, but your gear is not necessarily like the greatest, going up against the guy that spent like 10K on a kit and he just clears you easily. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. However, they do have the rookie matchmaking system for all modes and dungeons now. I don't see like a rookie specific thing. I almost wonder it's like depending on your level, and if you start a new character, you just kind of get thrown into these like rookie lobbies with other players. Yeah, I don't see anything specific showing that you can just pick that. All right, we have the random dungeon system for Inferno now. So just like Crypts, where you can't see the map, you have that Fog of War. You now have that for Inferno, which is pretty sick. All RNG. So the stairs in the Inferno River module have been changed to ramps. Neat. You can now socket memory capacity and memory capacity bonus. Very cool. They are changing the arena season start date. Looks like they're doing a few things with the arena stuff here. The Warlord rank icon has been updated. And so, yeah, I guess they're going to just reset it for all that stuff. You can now craft these studded wyvern leather. What does that actually look like? That's pretty cool. Neat. So still has that like blue color on it. Got some fur on the shoulders. It's kind of cool. That like reminds me of Dark Souls a little bit. That's pretty sick. 3 strength, 3 vig, action speed, and 4 rolls. So new perks. Finally, bro. We've been waiting for this. Purge Shot just takes off a debuff, so I guess that's cool. Life Bloom Aura, though, is something I did want to check out. I deleted my Druid class. All right, Furry Extremist. Where is it? This is it right here. So we got a Spell Memory 2. Restores an additional 2 health to target when caster heals self or allies within aura range. So you can't shape shift with this. If you want to use this, you have to go to Spell Memory. So adding perks to diversify builds, man, that's what keeps the game interesting. I really like that they're doing that. So now you can just take all these spells. You just need to build knowledge, but I'd be curious to try like just a healer druid. That kind of makes cleric useless, I think. But it'd be interesting to try a like no shapeshift druid with something like Life Bloom where you can just out heal stuff. It'd be worth a try. I'll do a video on that. They're changing the MMR calculation method. Matchmaking rank, I think, is what MMR is for. So depending on how good you are determines the lobbies you're in, kind of thing. Improved flow, gross. Updated the hatchet attack, and you know, some of the stuff over here. Also, to cover my bases, they did a couple more fixes here. Hotfix 77-1. So the Flame Strike activation delay is shorter. Fix an issue where druids could recover more health than intended with drinking a potion. Oh, so that was an issue. You could drink a potion, turn into a rat, get all your health back super quick, and then switch back. Very cool. But they fixed it, so that's good. And then an issue with dungeon recovery. So cover that 77-1. Oh, and they're resetting the MMR. I don't know if I said that already or not, but which makes sense. They're testing the calculation methods for MMR, so obviously you'll need to set everything to 0 to get an accurate reading on some of that stuff. But anyways, some other little things. St. Nick's leaving. Suspend all your candy canes and your gingerbreads, all that good stuff. They're wanting to foster new players as they learn the ropes. The previous Gear Score divisions served as a poor way of unwrapping new players, so instead we will now test a separate matchmaking pool for new players. So I guess it is just like a hidden, because I didn't see it when I went to pick it, a hidden matchmaking queue for new players. So that's cool. Yeah, that does it for that hotfix. Some good stuff. Again, W patch, in my opinion. We're changing the classes diversity a little bit, keeping the game fresh. I love it. If you want to see more videos, subscribe to my channel. I've got some gameplay ones. You know, aside from like just talking about patches, obviously I play the game. So if you want to check that stuff out, look at my channel. Subscribe for more Bard's Banter game news, not just Dark and Darker. I might cover some other games too. We'll see. And yeah, thanks for watching. Peace.